Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Danlags, and welcome back to part number 3 of the Southwestern house Let's Build, or we could call it the GTA-inspired house, as this is the house I purchased in Grand Theft Auto 5, and we are recreating it here in Minecraft. So, last episode we were really productive. We actually pretty much finished the entire shell of the exterior of the house, pretty much filled in all of the walls, and started to add some of the back balconies, and filled out some space for the pool deck. And today's video is going to be kind of the opposite of that. We're going to go on the inside of the build, and we are going to do some interior. We're going to do some furnishing and filling in some walls and things like that. I'm not sure. We did this right at the end of the last episode. Kind of filled this in with some grass, and I also added a couple of peonies off camera. And I'm just noticing that there is some dirt right there that's exposed. We got to fix that up because I don't like that. Let's make that sand. There we go. So as far as the interior is concerned, I did do a few things to it, but before we go inside, I did expand this road out in front of the building just a little bit. I'm just going to make it a stone road because that's kind of how it is in the game. I could very easily make it like an official road with like, divider lines and things like that, but this is going to be like a standard, like stony neighborhood road, and I think it looks kind of cool. It kind of blends into the driveway, so we're going to go with that. I might also like mix some assorted other blocks into it at some point, but for now it's just stone. It's just kind of like a basic thing. I also added a little hedge wall over here, and then I also added a tree as well. So coming into the interior of the house, as you guys can see, in fact, I'm going to drink some night vision for this. I actually started to fill in all the walls on the first level here. I just decided to do all this grind work off camera because it was basically just filling in space, and now we have a big canvas here to kind of do some interior design and some furnishing today. I also placed some of the paintings on the walls just before the video because that is like the biggest annoyance in the world, having to like cycle through all the paintings until you find the one that you want. So I've already placed the TV on this wall, and we'll build some things around it. And we have the glass wall here, and we also have the little lining of gray wool there, which is supposed to be like the curtain that can come down over the window if you need to. So yeah, that's kind of like the basic layout of the first floor of this place. And the cool thing about this house is it's kind of got a modern interior for its Southwestern outside theme, and it's very vertical in terms of its floor plan. So there's going to be like 2 to 3 levels going down into the ground here, and we're going to dig that out as we go. But for the first time we're doing interior, we're just going to work on this first level. So let's go ahead and get started with it. Also, I forgot to mention, this space right here is some extra space that is actually not in the build on GTA. This is just some extra space I noticed in Minecraft. You can't really access this area of the house in the GTA, so I'm just going to maybe make a bedroom there, like a guest bedroom with an ensuite bathroom or something like that, and that'll look pretty good. So let's go ahead and get started with this interior design. So I'm going to grab some light gray wool, and I'm going to get some glass, and I'm also going to grab some paintings, and we'll just start with that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by filling in this wall right here, because this is going to be a little divider space of this area of the house. So this part of the house is going to have 2 rooms to it. Well, 3 technically. It's going to have the kitchen, the dining room space, and the kind of like the living space. So over here is going to be like the living room, and then there's going to be like a kitchen and a dining room over here. And then, of course, that door over there leads to the garage, and there's going to be a guest bedroom. So that's going to be like this first floor. Down below, we'll get to that later on, that's going to have the master bedroom as well as like a gaming room, things like that. So that's going to be the plan for that area, but we're going to work on this just to start. And what I'm doing right here is I'm just going to open up a little bit of space, and that's going to be kind of like where a fireplace could be. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that because it's 2 blocks wide, but just kind of pretend that there's going to be a fireplace there. We'll figure out something with that later on. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to grab some quartz slabs, not oak wood stairs, did not want that. Quartz slabs, and we're just going to run this around the top here because I want to take a little lining of that going all the way around that divider wall, just like that. Cool. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a window. So I think I'm going to do it right here. And this window is going to be, I think, 4 blocks wide. I will do a 4x2 window, and I'm going to have to open this on the outside. So this is going to be a little bit tricky because I have to place the string underneath for the sand. So I'm going to have to like place it really fast, and it's not going to be able to do it. So they kind of changed it. It used to be pretty easy to place blocks under sand, but it's recently become more difficult. So I gotta have to just come out here and just kind of pretty much replace the sand because there's really no way around that. So this is gonna be the first window on the outside, and like I said, there's gonna be the windows really on the outside here are gonna be dictated by the interior. So they're not gonna be the same as they were in the actual GTA game. So That's going to be our first window, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take some black stained glass. I'm going to be using black stained glass throughout this build because I like it better, and we're going to put it in right there. So we got a 4x2 window, and that is looking very nice. So we're going to add that in. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place a painting right here, and I'm going to try to get the, oh, you know, that one actually could be pretty good, the wine rack. Let's see if we can get that one again. That one might actually work nicely. Of course, I'm never going to get the painting I want, which is why I always try to place them off camera. I'm going to try a few more times, and if I don't get it, I'm just going to do it later. But the painting that I want, you know, we're going to probably go with that wine rack. I think that one looks pretty good. But, of course, I'm not getting it, so I will just do it later. What can we do next? Oh, yeah, I wanted to add the skylight over here. I already opened up the space for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in some glass right here. And this is going to be the skylight of the house. This is going to be really cool. So let me actually come out here and break this open. And we're going to have to open this like that. It's a 3x4 space. And then I'm going to take this and fill it in like that. And then I'm going to grab some birch planks and kind of just wrap them around right here. Like that. Oh, whoops. Like that. And there we go. We have our little skylight for the house. That's not even really there on the game, but it's there on the interior, so I'm going to add it on the exterior. It's just like there's so many inconsistencies in the game. It's amazing when you really start to pay attention to it. Like, there is no skylight on the exterior of this build, but there is on the inside. So, again, you got to kind of, you know, work with these inconsistencies. And, in fact, I might actually take this and stick it up like one block higher. I think that will look a little bit better. So, let me do that. Kind of fill this in and take it around town like that. Yeah, I think it'll look a little bit better. So now if I take off the potion, it should be a little bit lighter in this house, which is cool because I want to be able to see in here. So there we go. Nice little skylight there that, brings in some natural light for the staircase. That's pretty much exactly what I wanted to do. And this window is also bringing in some light as well as that wall. So we still need a lot more light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to place some glowstone down. Actually, I'll use some sea lanterns. Place some of these down just because I don't really want to use the potions the whole video. So we'll take and place a few of these down just so we're doing the interior. Alright, and I think I'm going to do this room first before I do the kitchen because I just want to. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some red sand, and I'm going to get the materials for Dangeles anvils. We're going with acacia leaves on this build just to mix it up from the oak leaves, or the spruce leaves. We've been using those forever. I want to use some acacia leaves as opposed to the spruce leaves for a little bit. Even though, we've been going with spruce leaves ever since we started using the city texture pack. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit, guys. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take some plants and we're going to put them on both sides there. Some Dangeles anvils. I'm also going to place a little table underneath of the TV here. If I can actually get that to place correctly. Can I place it? There we go. And that'll look pretty good. And above the TV, I don't really think we need anything. I think that's pretty good. I was thinking about doing something like this. Adding like a modern feature. If I can find the block that I'm looking for here. Here we go. The snow caps. I don't really use these in the city texture pack too much, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to at least give these a try. If I could actually place them higher up. There we go. One more. All right, they changed it so you can't place it from the side anymore. You have to place it from the top, which I don't agree with. So I'm gonna have to deal with that now. There we go. And we're gonna make these 7 blocks tall. And there's a little sliver of space right there. It just adds a little modern feature. I like that. Okay, so the next thing we need to add to this place is a carpet. So for the carpet, I was thinking either diorite or just straight up light gray wool. Diorite could give it like a cool texture, but it might look weird. Like what if that was the carpet? Does that even look like carpet? It really doesn't, but it would give it a pretty cool texture. So I think I am going to go with this. We're going to go with some diorite for this carpet. I think that'll look really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a little perimeter to start, and we'll go from there. So take this down, and then we'll run it all the way across over here. And this will probably line up with the fireplace most likely. So I'm just going to continue this all the way to the edge of the wall. So it's going to be 1 block away from the wall on this side, and then a couple of blocks away from the television. So I'll take it into the television, probably 1 extra block right here. So it's covering a pretty decent amount of space in here, and I think it'll look really nice. So we got ourselves a little carpet theme. Of course, below here, this is all like, something we'll figure out later because we're going to have to, Minecraft proportions are really going to mess this up. So we're going to have to make some compromises downstairs, which I don't think is going to be a problem. we'll get to that when we come to it. But right now, let's just focus on this area. So we have a nice little carpet design right there. That looks pretty good. What we need now is we need some couches. So I'm gonna grab some blocks for that. I'm gonna grab some slabs, right? And I think I'm gonna do something like this. Let me also grab some stairs. I'm gonna try to make like a fancy white modern couch, like there is in the interior. And I'm basing this interior very much off of the one in the game. So just keep that in mind. Let me see. Let me turn this right here. I'm gonna actually turn that. Place a full block right there. Maybe even put some. We're gonna get some snow. We're gonna definitely take advantage of that. I'm always forgetting where this. I don't use it very much, so I always forget where it is. 1, 2, 3. And let's see. I'm gonna take another stair and then a couple of slabs. Okay, I gotta get rid of this hardened clay. I don't know why that's in my inventory. Get rid of that. Place this across there. And that's going to be like one part of the couch. We're going to make a fancy looking couch right here, people. This is going to be good stuff. So that's going to go up like that. And then this is going to be like this. And we're going to have this turn as well right here. Actually, this is too far. Let me take this in one extra block. All right, I just broke a block I didn't want to break. Story of my life. Okay, turn this right here. And I think I'll leave that. Actually, I'll take this 2. And we'll go like 2 there instead of 3. Yeah, just to kind of mix it up. And then same thing right here. We're going to take this across. And then we're going to do something similar right here. So we'll do 2 blocks. We'll do 1 block. And then we'll turn this again like that. Fill this in. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. We got the world's fanciest looking couch right there. I like that. I think that looks really nice. So we got a couch. That's looking pretty cool. What else can we add to this? We definitely need a little table in the middle, and the question is, what do we want to do this out of? What I would love to see in Minecraft, now this would never happen. Well, actually it could. I would love to see a glass block that is like the size of a trapdoor, but it's a glass. That would be awesome, and you can place them on top of tables, and it would be like a perfect thing for a coffee table. But since we do not have that in Minecraft, and that probably will never come out in Minecraft, we're going to settle for just a little 3x3 coffee table, just like that. Actually, I'm going to make that 2x2 because 3x3 is a little big. And again, I'm breaking blocks that I didn't intend to break. There we go. All right, so on here, we're going to place definitely a flower pot, and we'll probably also place a brewing stand. So we'll place one there and there. Oh, you can't place flower pots on glass. Oh, boy. I totally forgot about that. All right, that's fine. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some. We're going to use some birch for this. Actually, we could use red sandstone. Red sandstone doesn't look as comfortable as birch, which is probably the silliest thing I've ever said in my life. Okay, let's also grab some. Actually, that's good. So what I'm going to do in this corner is I'm going to place a little love seat right there. If you want to sit on that, that's totally cool. And I'm trying to think of what else can I add to this room. We need some lighting. We need a lamp. Let's definitely add a lamp in this place. I'll grab a beacon for this. Let's grab some dark oak wood fencing. We're going to place it like in the corner right here. And I might actually have this kind of hang over the sofa. I think that could look cool if I can, like, you know, pull it off. I might actually put it here instead if that's the case. We'll place the fence there. We'll break that. And I need some string for this. We'll take this across right here. Take that across maybe 2 or 3 maybe. Now let's go 2, and then I'm going to place the beacon. And that'll be our little... Actually, no, that's going to melt stuff. What am I thinking? That will melt everything. Can't do that. Could we move it over more? Or do you want... Maybe we just go simple and just do this. Oh, whoops. Maybe we just do that. Go simple with it. Doesn't need to be super fancy. And hopefully that won't melt anything. It might, but if it does, not the end of the world. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. This is a nice looking living room, actually. Very, very good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some bookshelves. And I'm going to put a couple of bookshelves on this wall here because we have some extra space. I'm just going to kind of fit them into this space here. Just like that. And that looks pretty nice. And I might even actually put those all the way into the corner. Nah, no, that's fine. We're good with that. Alright, so that looks pretty nice. I like this so far. This is some fancied interior for sure. So here is kind of like the living area for the Southwestern house. That's a good looking space. Now let's go ahead and do some kitchen stuff. So, okay guys, new idea. We're going to break this. We're going to actually place this back the way it was. And I'm thinking about actually opening up this wall to the other side and then creating like some sort of shelving unit here. We're gonna see how this looks. This could be a potentially cool idea. Okay, let me, if I can place this properly, that would be great. There we go. And then maybe we can take some dark oak wood slabs and kind of run this across right there. Got a little shelving unit. I don't know if it looks good or not. What if we just did this instead? There we go. And we can actually place something on that shelf, like a flower pot with a tulip in it, and maybe a creeper head. Why not? Let's place a flower pot there, put a creeper head like that. That way on the other side it looks like some sort of green box. Ooh, I like that. That's way better than the other thing we had. All right, we're gonna go with that, guys. That looks pretty good. All right, so this is looking smooth. I like this. Only other thing I can think to add to this area, and this is a possibility. This could actually help with some lighting. Let me do. Should I do sea lanterns for this? Yeah, let's go sea lanterns. Haven't used those too much yet. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of slabs out through here, and I'm actually going to poke open some spaces here, and we're going to do a little bit of ceiling lighting right there. Hopefully that won't melt that snow. I think it's far enough away. I'm just going to hope, but that's just going to add a little bit of lighting there. That'll look good. So I like that. Just add a little bit more to that space. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the kitchen. All right, so for the kitchen, I think I might actually make this a little bit bigger, make this shelving unit a little bit larger, because I think it could look better if it's a little bit larger. So we're going to give that a shot. Let me kind of break this open a little bit. I like the first thing we have here with that shelf. Now what if we added another one right here, and we could do like 2 of them? That could work. We could put a, let's see, I'm trying to think of what else we could put in here. Maybe another flower pot with all these new flowers. And there's got to be something else we could put in here. I don't know. Let's just put a flower for now. We'll do one right. Oh wait, whoops. We gotta put this one block lower. That way I can actually place them. Placed on the wrong plane there, so there we go. That's more like it. Place that there. There we go. We have a couple of little shelves there. Just kind of it divides that space, but you still can't walk through there, which I like. So, and it still looks good on this side. So I like that. All right, we're gonna go with that. That's looking pretty nice. And what I could even do is I could also add some different layers. I'm just trying to add like different levels to this. So maybe I'll take this and turn this into full blocks instead of slabs. That way it looks a little bit better on that shelf, but it also now changes the leveling of this ceiling over here. So there's like 3 different levels to that ceiling, and that looks pretty nice. And it also kind of creates that space, makes it a little bit more symmetrical. So we're going to go with that. And that looks a little bit better. All right, so we're really starting to come up with something good here. All right, we're trying to recreate this in Minecraft as best I can. I think it's looking pretty good though. So, all right, let's go ahead and add this dining room table. And this again is just going to be glass blocks, because that's really like my option here. So I'm going to do it pretty much lined up with that window. 3 or 2x4 will be fine. And then I'm just going to simply take some dark oak wood stairs and just put them as the chairs. We're going to keep it nice and simple. And maybe we'll just do something like that. So there we go. Nice little design right there. And I'm trying to think, can I add anything else to this? Nah, that's fine. I could even make it a different color glass. I could go black stained glass. That might look a little bit better. Yeah, that's going to look a little bit better, I think. So we'll go with the black stained glass instead. And that looks pretty good. So we have ourselves a little dining room table there. Next thing we have to do is like this last little space here is going to be designated for the kitchen. So let's go ahead and figure that out now. So for the kitchen, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do polished diorite as the countertop. And I'm going to have this run across right here. And it'll probably turn right here. We're going to kind of create this space, place that there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some gray carpet as the top here. As the countertop is going to be gray carpet, we'll kind of have this run through here. And even over on this part, kind of have this turn here, and this will run down a little bit, kind of fill that corner there. Alright guys, so here's just a little refrigerator design you can try. What that right there is a dropper, and then there's just backwards droppers as the rest of the blocks. It's a cool little design that I knew about that I never really did. So there it is right there. You can give that a shot. Picked this up from my own subscriber world actually, which is pretty cool. So The sub's helping out with some inspiration, which is awesome. I'm going to actually take a lining of light gray wool up there just to kind of fill off that space. And then this space here, I think I'm going to add the microwave painting, if I can find that. And this is why I think switching to the city texture pack was a really good idea. Because, oh, actually, hold on a second. Can I put, like, furnaces backwards? Oh, you know what? That actually could look a lot better if we do backwards furnaces instead of backwards droppers. So let me actually try that instead. So let me just go ahead and actually do this real quick. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about when doing the city texture package. You can be a lot more creative with it, and some of the textures really promote like some cool stuff, unlike the default texture pack. So even though default may be better for exterior designs, you can't beat the city for interior work. So there we go. That's a much better looking refrigerator. That matches the theme a lot better. So there we go. Backwards furnaces, and then you want to do one forward dropper, and it looks kind of like the water dispenser on a refrigerator. I think it's awesome. So great design, really cool thing. Again, thank you to my subscriber world for helping me, you know, kind of realize that design, because I knew about it, because of course I do like the overviews of the updates and things like that. So I knew that like that was a thing. I just never really bothered to kind of expand my horizons when it came to refrigerator designs. But anyway, that is awesome. This is already a really nice looking little kitchen here. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm going to add a lining of light gray wool coming across right here. And that's just going to go above the countertop. And then what I can do from here is I might take a polished andesite block as well as some gray carpet. And we also need some string. And I'm going to take a little fire escape thing up here. So, or a steam escape or whatever it is. The smoke escape, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what the official name of it is. I'm just going to call it smoke escape. So we're gonna do something like that. There we go, right above there. And I think we'll just do something above that as well. I'm not really sure what we'd put below there that would require that, but it's in the game, so I'm gonna add it there. Maybe we'll do another furnace right here as like another, maybe it's like an open grill or something like that, who knows. But let's see, what else can we do? An open stove. Let's go ahead and add some dark oak wood plank back to that spot where I messed up. And that's pretty much it for the kitchen. It's pretty bare bones. I could add some other things to it, but that's pretty solid. That's a nice looking kitchen. Really, the only other thing I need to add is the window right here. So we're going to do a 3x2 window right there on that space. And we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to have to fix that on the outside. But that is going to be opened. And let me go ahead and grab some black stained glass for this. Kind of take this and fill it in. And I think that's going to be it for today's episode, part 3 of the Southwestern House Let's Build GTA inspired. I think it's looking great so far. We have some interior put in now, which is awesome. We pretty much have like this first floor kind of finished up. So I bet you if we look at it from the back here, from this window, probably looks really nice. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So it's coming along really nicely so far. We're going to keep doing the interior of this place. I'll do some interior off camera, some of it on camera. And next episode, we'll probably work on the pool deck area and then continuing to add some windows. But this right here is a really nice looking interior design. I think it looks great. So I love recreating things from other games into Minecraft. I think it's just a really fun and creative thing to do. So I'm going to add a little bit more lighting in here. That's something we need, and some stuff on this wall. But other than that, this is looking pretty solid. So thank you guys for watching. It's been Danlags. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys on the next episode of the Southwestern House Let's Build. But until then, everybody, give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and have a good day, and peace out.